Hey, it's Theo here, the host of the Conquering Dyslexia podcast. Today, I'm talking about the first day of school. It's the first day I'm going to go in and actually teach English. I'm going to teach something that's been really tormenting me and tormenting a lot of people, especially if you have dyslexia. Our whole lives now, I'm going to flip it around and actually teach it. And guys, I really hope in this lesson, in today, we'll talk about a lot of things about how you can really set yourself up to win, how you can really set yourself up so you can face these challenges that maybe you've been struggling with for years and years and years. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please, do things to get this out. Comment, subscribe, follow, do this, tell people about it, to get this podcast out there to people who need it. Anyway, guys, enjoy today's episode, and I'll see you again soon.
So the big question is this: how can dyslexics like us create a place, a community, a tribe where people at any stage of life can come and solve any challenge, amplify their strengths, and ultimately help them become who they were meant to be, or in other words, conquer their dyslexia? That is the question, and this show is the answer. My name's Theo Goff, and welcome to the Conquering Dyslexia podcast.
Hey guys, and today I want to say is a very, very special day for me, because today's the first day of school for me. It's the day I've been waiting for a long time, well, like 4 or 5 months now, I'd say, and it's been really anticipating it for the day that I would actually go into school and start teaching English. Me teaching English, a person who's very dyslexic, reading and writing is a challenge, and find all these English principles and I try and understand English very useless and very stupid. So you could say that I'm very not qualified for it. I'm definitely not the person for the job. But also the reason why I wanted to do this, and the reason why I wanted to take on this massive challenge, and through this process of getting here, being able to go to Thailand to be able to actually teach English, it was not an easy process getting there. But one of the biggest motivations, and I say the biggest reason to do that, is to see that it can be done. To see that this thing that that has tormented me for a lot of my life, and I know sort of it's had the same experience for others, that to see if I could turn it around and kind of use it in a way to teach others, like say, okay, yes, this thing tortured me, like not tortured, but this area of my life has been an area of so much more struggle, and then turning around and saying, look, I can help you, look, I'm going to actually use this to my advantage in some sense. I'm actually going to use this as a job and teach other people it, and in a way it's amusing, but also in another way it's very, very motivating in the sense of it helps me grow as a person a tremendous amount. Because I remember doing it, getting over here, and I was like put on this different course, put on this different thing, because I was dyslexic, and people were like, oh, we don't know if you can do this. And in my head that flipped a switch, saying, I'm going to do whatever it takes to do this, I'm going to prove you wrong. And I'm going to do this anyway, because I started like teaching English, it'll be fine, it'll be easy. But actually when I went into it, like, hold on, I'm not good at this. And that, in a sense, sort of like motivated me. And it's not really me having low belief in myself. It's when others would have low belief in you, and then trying to prove them wrong, or trying to really squash your demons, or to be an example to yourself, or to prove to yourself, or maybe prove to others that you will not have this thing that you call dyslexia stop you. So anyway, guys, I'm very, very looking forward to that. And what I really want to talk about today isn't about, the first day of school, whatever, because obviously, I'll let you know how it goes in that. But I want to talk to you today is about how can you get to a place where you can set your day up in a way that helps you thrive. Set your day up in a way that helps you work your mind as its dyslexic mind in the best, most optimal way possible for you to succeed in your environment. Because for me, if I don't do certain things, my head is so rubbish and so useless at focusing, at concentrating, at finding out solutions to challenges, at just being positive, at being present, at being aware. Because I remember when I first came here to Thailand, I was with this, it's called Exploration, but it's with this group of people who are doing it as well. And it's very, very social at the beginning. Like still doing some courses, and you're seeing people every single day. And I remember like after maybe second or third day, I hated it. I remember like we'd go to this beautiful place really close to the beach that we were at, and I'm still at. Even I was left to the little parts of Thailand, I'm still at the same location. Like teaching in this location, beautiful. But I remember we'd go to like a beach or something all together, and I just wouldn't talk. I'd be the most awkwardest person you can imagine. So I wouldn't talk to anyone. I would just do my own thing, and I would want to be social, but I couldn't. A lot part of me just couldn't care. It's not worried about what other people think of me. I just didn't have any motivation. It just wasn't there. It didn't click for me, and because I wasn't doing the things that helped me in my head, in my brain. Because like your brain as a dyslexic is wired differently, operates differently than a neurotypical person. And for that you have to go through the gears. It's like the difference between an automatic car and a manual car, automatic gearbox and manual gearbox. Most people go for automatic gearbox, they go for the gears automatically. But a dyslexic person, we go for the gears manually, which means we have to basically physically do things for us to operate at a certain level. And I know I've been doing this for years and years and years without knowing it's like a dyslexic thing. But I set up these routines for myself, and I get obsessed on them. I work really hard to try to implement them in my life about what am I going to do when I get up, what am I going to do here, what am I going to do here, and me just saying these simple little things sets me up for the day that I'm going to win. And this is so valuable, because if you really are struggling in something, or if you really want to do well in something, or if you really want to bring your best self to work, bring your best self to school, bring your best self to your friends, to this, to that, you have to set up a routine for yourself. You have some time to spend by yourself. That's either working out, that's either journaling, that's either doing some meditation, that's either just going for a walk, doing something for yourself that you plan to do it at a certain time, and you plan to do it a certain way that's enjoyable for you. And a lot of it's like it can't be sort of, oh, you're going to spend the time just doing nothing, or it's not going to be scheduled. It's going to be something for you, and something to get out in nature, something that's healthy for you. And I know for me, I've been doing this for like years. I started getting up at 3 a.m. doing this thing called Hour Power to help me improve my confidence. But I stuck with the same routine, getting up like early, could be 5, could be 6, could be 4, whatever, and taking some time for myself to do a routine. My routine, I'd get up, it's what I did when I was in England. I had things to be grateful for, things to happen, and then maybe I'd work out, and I'd just have a set routine of things I would do at a set time. And now for me, I'm very, very happy I've got my own routine here. It changes because I might change location, I might change this, I might change that. But my routine, basically I have to get up and spend some time to myself, either walking, or maybe doing some meditation, or maybe do some exercise for myself. My biggest thing when I was in this big group, I was like, I have to go. If I had a spare hour, I have to go for a run. I remember I was going for a run at 1 p.m. and I was like baking. People thought I was crazy going back and running out in all black. But I was like, I have to do this to set my mind straight. It's for me. And spending time with other people is mentally quite taxing for me, because you have to take them into consideration a lot of your times when you're thinking about stuff, when you want to do stuff, and that can, if some people around you all the time, that can be quite hard and quite demanding. And why am I saying this? And because I'm about to face something I've never faced before. And by the way, Thai school is completely different than normal schools. I've no idea what I'm going to do with that. There's not going to be classes. There's going to be online classes. This is just recently changed a few days ago because everything happens last minute here in Thailand. And so I'll go there. I don't know what to expect, but I know I'm ready for whatever will happen because I set myself up to win. so critical. I set myself up to win. Because if you really only want to conquer dyslexia, if you're like, okay, I have these challenges, I want to take responsibility of these challenges, I'm not going to let anything stop me, you have to win each individual day. It's not like, oh, you're going to be on this journey and automatically you're going to win because you're going to work really hard all the time. No. It's a day-to-day win or lose. It's a day-to-day struggle, and you have to keep on setting each day up to win. Every single day, then a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, you would have conquered your dyslexia. You would have made so much progress you'd ever imagine, compared if you just try to work hard and let things go to the wind and not have a system and strategy in place where you spend some time for yourself to set your mindset, your body up to win, so you can tackle every challenge that's with you. It's like, are you going to be reactive to today, reactive to the circumstances around you? When something happens, you're going to react to it, or are you going to set yourself up where you're not in reaction to circumstances, where you set your priorities, where you know things, and once you have it set like that, something happens each individual day, you will make slow and steady progress towards your goal, towards the things that you want. And that's the really message I wanted to leave here today. About that, there's so much more I want to talk about, but it's really doing that, and really so. But before you do that, before you have to set these habits in place to maybe spend some time with yourself, you have to know what you want. What are you doing this for? Are you doing this so you can have a better day? Are you doing this so you can be the best at whatever thing you're doing? And because you have to figure out what you want out of today, what you want out of the week, what you want out of your life, in order for you to set the actions, to set the habits, to make you do well with it. So anyway, guys, I hope everyone will have an amazing day, and I'll let you know how my day goes in the school. If it's terrible, if it's awful, if they get me to write on the board and it gets rubbish or whatever, I'll let you know all that. Anyway, guys, have a good day and take care, and bye.